Hey everyone, I'm Calvin on behalf of Unified Robotics, and today I'm going to show you an experiment known as the dancing raisins. So what you're going to need is you're just going to need a clear container. This is just a glass container. You'll need raisins, and these store brand raisins will do. And you'll need a clear carbonated beverage. This is just sparkling water, but anything such as 7-Up or Sprite will also work as well. So what you're going to want to do is first, you're going to want to pour your beverage into the cup. And you can see it's fizzling as it's a carbonated beverage. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add some raisins into the cup. The smaller raisins will work best because they're lighter and you'll see. So as you can see, initially the raisins start at the bottom and they sink to the bottom, but as more bubbles tend to form, they eventually will float to the top. As you can see, one just floated like that. And they'll keep on doing that as the carbonation continues to bubble and to form on the raisins. And they will fall back down, and as more bubbles form, they will raise back up. Now, why does this happen? So the first thing to understand is what are carbonated drinks? Now, carbonated drinks are just drinks that have carbon dioxide or gas, which is dissolved into it, and that creates the fizzing sensation that you have when you drink them. And they're very, you can tell when a drink is carbonated by all the bubbles it forms. And those bubbles are carbon dioxide just being released from the liquid out into the atmosphere, and that's why it's all bubbly. Now, for all these bubbles to form, they actually need a surface to form on. This is called a nucleation site. So that's why you usually only see, as you can see here, most of the bubbles are on the bottom or on the sides or on the raisins. So these bubbles can only form on a surface. So when you add the raisins to the cup, you are creating a nucleation site for these bubbles. So then the bubbles tend to form on the raisins. So while the raisins initially sink, when the bubbles form on them, they become lighter they become less dense and are allowed to float, thus going up. And when it comes up, the bubbles reach the surface and they pop, thus making the raisins less buoyant, and thus the raisins then sink. So that's the basic chemistry behind the dancing raisins, and go ahead and try it for yourself. It's a really easy experiment and fun to do. Thank you.